Hi guys, it's Rum and Gil. So this property here behind me you're standing at was an investment property that one of my clients purchased. This property was a complete disaster. We could not step inside. There was mold, there was water damage, the roof was leaking, it was missing a roof, it was covered with a tarp. It was just completely disgusting in there. You wouldn't even want to go in there. If in the future I can find some pictures of the inside, I'll show you those. But until now, we have done a lot of work in there. We put the vinyl siding on the outside. We've put pot lights outside. It's got a really clean look going outside right now. As you guys can see behind me here, this backyard is a complete mess. It's very messy right now. It hasn't been looked after. These weeds and shrubs are growing everywhere. The leaves need to be removed. Lots of time and effort is going to have to be spent on the landscaping outside of this home and getting it up to par. We're going to clean all this up. Once we got it cleaned up, we're going to pour the cement around the exterior of the home, make a pathway, pour a driveway, some asphalt, maybe concrete. It's not yet decided, but yeah, I'll show you guys that. So if you look behind me here, you can see that this door is boarded up. Some of the siding along the bottom of the door is coming off. These are things that are going to be changed. So we'll see if we can keep this door, maybe save a few $100, but if we need to, we'll put a new door. And same with the few pieces of siding that are falling off. We'll see if we can correct those as is. If we need to install new pieces, we'll get those done as well. Okay guys, so before we go inside, let's talk numbers. My clients, they picked up this property for $650,000. They put about maybe $60,000 worth of renovations in here so far. By the time it's completed, it might be 70, 80, depending on where construction costs run them. I know recently prices in construction and materials have gone up, so that wasn't actually in the original forecast when we were doing this project. But once that did come into play, obviously you got to accommodate. We can't really turn back now. You know, they bought the property, it's got to be fixed, it's got to be finished, and despite the cost, they got to tackle it. But the really exciting part is, okay, so they bought this property for $650. They put maybe 60 grand worth of renovations in here. That's about $710,000, okay? So let's say maybe they spend another $40,000. Let's say $750,000 is going to be our total investment into this project. So $750,000 invested into this project. If we look around the neighborhood here, a house on the street right behind, I believe it had 5 bedrooms. It sold for over $1.5 million. And that was a few months back. And since then, the market's gone up a few $100,000. So my clients, after all the work is done, and let's say they go to the bank and they let the bank know, hey, you know, we got a 6-bedroom, 6-washroom house. What's it gonna appraise for? When the bank sees that, hey, all the homes in the neighborhood that are selling for more than 1.6 million at that time, that's when my clients are going to be able to tap into the true potential of this property, and they're going to be able to pull out that equity. They're going to make close to $1 million profit on this flip once it's completed. And the bank might let them access up to 80% of that, so that might give them $800,000 in their pocket. They have not had this property for a whole year yet, and you won't be able to make gains like this in real estate anywhere unless you have a great agent who's able to get you under market value deals. That's where you connect with me. Reach out to me today. Okay guys, so before I take you inside, let me tell you about this porch right here behind me, or underneath me right now as well. Previously, this porch right here, the wood underneath was deteriorating. All the beams had worn away. It was really unsafe. You could not walk on it. So we had to replace all those beams. We put new plywood sheets down. Now this front porch is safe and you can walk on. You can sit on it. You can dance out here and jump, run, whatever you want to do. So previously it was, it was really unsafe, as this is the entrance of the house. And the last thing you want to do is hurt yourself trying to get into your home. So we fixed that for the new homeowner. Okay guys, so right now I'm standing in what could be used as the study, the office, den, living, whatever room you really want to use it as, you could use it for. It's so here you can see around me, we are, you can see behind, we're working on some of the HVAC work. The vents are being taken care of. There's another vent in that corner as well. So these are running from the furnace in the basement up to the second level, carrying heat, air conditioning, whatever may be. As well, you can see above me, we've put up new pot lights. This house was originally knob and tube wiring. It's over 100 years old, so we upgraded all the electrical, we upgraded all the plumbing. It's got new drywall upstairs, new framing, it's got new HVAC system. So once we're done with this house, it's gonna be completely transformed. All the elements of it are gonna be brand new. It's gonna be here for another 100 years. Okay guys, so what you see behind me here is the kitchen. As you can see, the kitchen, it's really dirty right now, but overall it is in fairly good shape. I think a quick cleanup and we might paint the cabinets, maybe give them a nice coat of paint. It'll look like a brand new kitchen. We just got to change the countertops. So we're going to keep our expenses down on this project. This home will not be getting a brand new kitchen. We'll just be refacing the current kitchen and giving new countertops, changing up the appliances. We'll put new fixtures in, such as a sink, maybe a dishwasher. Previously behind the stove, this stove was just hooked up to a natural gas line, so we got some new electrical put in there as well. So now if our client wants to have electric stove, they have the option to do that as well as gas. Okay guys, so what's cool about this house is it's addition. This part is an addition added onto a pre-existing home. So it was an older home and then they added this half of the house onto it. So this space here where I'm standing right now, previously it was just one main area. This was maybe a living space, dining room, you know, just a family space that I'm not sure exactly what they were using it for, but it really served no purpose for my client. So my client said, hey, you know what, let's make extra bedroom down here. He's got a larger family, so he added a bedroom. There's a washroom there, as well as at the front. Now he's got an office over here as well with his own washroom. So we added these 2 rooms here, as well as 2 additional bathrooms. Initially, this house only had 2 washrooms upstairs, and those were not enough to service my current client's needs, so we had to upgrade the number of bathrooms this house has. So now once we're completed with this home, it'll have 6 washrooms. This room that we got here is at the front of the house. This room has its own washroom as well, which we added. We gave it a closet as well too, which it previously didn't have, just for additional storage space. This room could be used as a bedroom, as an office, as a study. Whatever reason you might need, it's great. You could definitely serve that purpose here. It's really good for the office or commercial use as well. If you wanted to get a commercial component in this property as well, you could. Being on the main road and there are businesses all around you, you could open up something here as well too. So whatever your home business might be, or maybe even professional space, you could section this off and rent it out to somebody separate from the family. So the possibilities are unlimited. It's got really good exposure on the main street right here. And it's just a nice little space where you know, you can live, have fun, laugh, enjoy. Hey guys, so like I did mention downstairs, this side of the house is an extension that was added onto an existing older home, which is about 100 years old. So here you can see the brick behind me right here from the previous home, and right here this is the entry point, and now this side here is the extension that they added. So this side extension gives us the 2 rooms on the main level as well as the 2 washrooms. And we are able to get 2 additional bedrooms and bathrooms up here. Previously, these 2 bedrooms over here, they had no washroom of their own, so that was a really big problem because the bathroom was only on that side of the house. So imagine you're sleeping and somebody else is sleeping in that room, but you're sleeping in this room, and now you need to use the bathroom in the middle of the night. How are you going to do that? Keep in mind, there was no bathrooms on the main level of this house as well prior to us getting here. So that was a really big obstacle that I'm sure the previous owners did encounter, and my client saw that problem, and we started to fix it, and now we are fixing it, and there is a surplus of bathrooms in this household. Okay, so another thing we did on this level is replace the windows. Replacing the windows is a major benefit that adds value to the home, because now the next homeowner doesn't need to worry about changing the windows. The previous windows were old, they were broken, they weren't opening, they weren't closing properly. It was just a big hassle. So with these new windows, you can open them, you can close them, get some fresh air. As well, if our clients, they want to save on their bill in the summertime, let's say you want to just open a window versus running the AC, that's a great way as well. And in the winter, the new windows are really good as well too, because they prevent the heat from the indoors from escaping. So there's a lot of plus points to new windows. Okay, so behind me you can probably notice that some of the drywall is green and some of it is white. So this white drywall here, this is okay for regular living spaces, anywhere where we don't have moisture. The green drywall behind me, that's really good for bathrooms and places where you get moisture, because the green is mold resistant, so you will never develop mold in your bathroom, which is a big plus point. Some contractors, they make this mistake, they put regular drywall in there, and then homeowners, they start getting mold in their bathroom. It gets really ugly and disgusting, and that's the last thing you want in your washroom. Okay guys, so we're in the second room now of the extension. This room here, same thing again. It got brand new pot lights, it's got 2 new windows, it's got its own bathroom right now, as well as a large closet as well. So whoever's gonna use this is very lucky. Okay guys, so a great thing here is that 2 rooms were added to the other side of the house, but this is the previous portion of the house. And now the previous portion of the house, the previous homeowner, as you know, 2 rooms simply isn't enough. If you got a growing family, you have more kids on the way, maybe your parents are coming to live with you, the in-laws are coming over, or you just got guests, 2 rooms simply can't accommodate that. So what this homeowner did was instead of going out spending $500,000, $1 million on a new home, they went and they added an extension onto this room or this house. And that extension, what it did was it gave them the additional rooms they needed, the space they needed, and they were able to save themselves the cost of purchasing a new home. And now this home is able to service their needs. There's enough bedrooms, bathrooms, and they don't need to worry about having a shortage of bedrooms and bathrooms for their larger family. So I'm in the 4th washroom, which is connected to the 4th bedroom in the house. Again, you can see here, this is the green drywall behind me. This drywall here is mold resistant and water resistant, so we never got to worry about mold in this washroom. The previous bathroom that was here, it was really tiny, it was ugly, it was outdated, the plumbing was leaking, there was a lot of issues. Even the roof above us, there was a lot of water damage. I know you won't see it now and it's hard to believe, but with the lack of a roof on the outside and all the water coming in, it was extensive damage. So that's all been fixed. There's no more claustrophobic shower you gotta worry about standing in. And once it's completed, it's gonna be really nice, and I'm excited to show you guys the finished product, hopefully within the next few weeks. Okay guys, so everyone out there, when I talk to them about buying real estate, they have more problems than they do solutions. Like, hey, I don't have the money, I don't have enough down payment, my job doesn't pay me enough, my credit's not good enough, houses are so expensive, I can't find a good deal, my husband doesn't want to, my wife doesn't want to. I spoke with the lady the other day, she told me, like my husband just bought a few new vehicles and now we can't buy any real estate and they live on rent. So I'm here to show you guys that there is solutions to these problems. Like if I got opportunities here that can make you $500,000, $1 million, $250,000, why are you taking advice from your spouse? Do you think they would then be upset that, hey, you invested and you made some money with them without knowing? I'm sure they'd be excited that, hey, my husband or my wife took that right action, they bought a property, they made a profit, because listening to somebody who's, let's say your husband or wife, not to put them down, I'm sure they're great people, but let's say they only make $50,000 a year, $60,000 or even $100,000 a year, and that's all they've ever done every year for the past 10 years. They're not getting a raise. They're not capable to show you guys how to make $500,000, how to make $1 million, how to make $250,000. You need somebody who's doing that, who has the experience. They can show you how to get there, and that's why I'm here. If you have low income, I can show you how to improve your income. If you got low credit, I'll show you how to fix your credit. If you can't find the deals, I'll find you the deals. I have access to anything you could possibly need. Asking for help sometimes might be the best thing that you could ever do to yourself or for yourself. So rather than sit at home, be sad, collect CERB from the government, keep collecting government checks, and never truly be inspired or go out there and chase something great, reach out to me today. Call me, 647-981-2013. I want to be your go-to stop for real estate. I want to be your trusted source. I don't want you going anywhere else. You shouldn't consult anyone else. You have Raman on your team. You don't need nobody else. All right, guys, that's it for today's episode in Tottenham. I hope you ladies and gentlemen enjoyed it. If you guys ever have a real estate question or concern, reach out to me today. Don't hesitate. If I'm sleeping, if I'm in the bathroom, I'll pick up my phone. I want you guys to only come to me for all your real estate advice. Just remember, I'm not number one, my clients are number one. That's you guys at home watching. And once this video is done here, make sure you guys take a minute, click below, like, subscribe, comment. I don't even care if it's a great work. Even if you didn't like it or there's something you didn't like, mention it. So we'll try to improve it for next time. Thank you guys so much, and share this with your friends and family, and I'm gonna keep more great content coming for you.